So dividing fractions is basically multiplying fractions with an extra step in the beginning. So let's say we have 5/6 divided by 1/2. So what we're going to do is we are going to step one. It's kind of 3 small steps in one, but keep changing flips. So we're going to keep 5/6. The first fraction stays the same. Then we're going to change the division sign is going to change to a multiplication sign. Then the second fraction in the problem, we are going to flip it. So the denominator, the bottom number, is going to become the numerator, and the numerator is going to become the denominator. And now from here, it's basically a multiplying fractions problem. We multiply 5 times 2. 5 times 2 equals 10. 6 times 1 equals 6. And our answer is 10/6. 10/6. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you being here. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button. Next dividing fractions problem. Two-thirds divided by 1/4. God bless everybody here. I appreciate you all. Step one, we keep 2/3 the same. Step two, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Step three, we flip. Our denominator becomes our numerator, and our numerator becomes our denominator. So now it's basically changed into a multiplying fractions problem. 2 times 4 equals 8. 3 times 1 equals 3. And we have our final answer, 2/3 divided by 1/4 equals 8/3. All right, next dividing fractions problem. Probably do 2 more and then we'll call it a video. Three-fourths divided by 7/8. So step one, we keep our first fraction the same. Step two, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Step three, we flip. Our denominator becomes our numerator, and our numerator becomes our denominator. And now from here we multiply. 3 times 8 equals 24. 4 times 7 equals 28. And we have our final answer. 3/4 divided by 7/8 equals 24/28. Now that fraction can be reduced. It's not in lowest terms. After I do the final dividing fractions problem, I'll pick one of these to reduce to lowest terms, and then we'll call it a video. All right, 1/2 divided by 9/10. Step one, we keep. 1/2 stays the same. Step two, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Step three, we flip. our denominator becomes our numerator, and our numerator becomes our denominator. So now we have 1/2 times 10/9. 1 times 10 equals 10. 2 times 9 equals 18. And we have our answer. Our answer, 1/2 divided by 9/10 equals 10/18. All right, so one of these two final dividing fractions problems I am going to put in lowest terms. So the first dividing, put a 1 in the chat if you want me to reduce the first dividing fractions problem. Put a 2 in the chat if you want me to reduce the second dividing fractions problem. You tell me which one you want me to reduce to lowest terms. So 1 for the first dividing fractions problem, 2 for the second dividing fractions problem. So if you want to see me reduce the answer to 3/4 divided by 7/8 to lowest terms, you put a 1 in the chat. If you want to see me reduce the answer to 1/2 divided by 9/10 into lowest terms, you put a 2 in the chat. At about the 23-minute and 5-second mark, if I don't get any response from the chat, I'll make the decision. But again, it's 1 in the chat for 3/4 divided by 7/8, 2 in the chat for 1/2 divided by 9/10. You're deciding which one you want me to reduce to lowest terms. All right, I'm going to select that. I'm actually going to do the first one. So 3/4 divided by 7/8 equals 24/28. Though that is technically the correct answer, it is not in lowest terms. We can reduce 24/28 to lowest terms by dividing the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor between 24 and 28 is 4. So we're going to do 24 divided by 4 and 28 divided by 4 to get our new numerator and our new denominator. (24 divided by 4 equals 6. 28 divided by 4 equals 7. And we have our final answer. So 3/4 divided by 7/8 equals 24/28. 3/4 divided by 7/8 in lowest terms would be 6/7. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.